twisted all around. I want love to grab my fingers gently, slam them in a doorway, push my face into the ground. I want love to murder my own mother and take her off to somewhere like hell or up above. And I want love to change my friends to enemies, change my friends to enemies, and tell them how it's all my fault. I won't let love disrupt, corrupt, or interrupt me. I won't let love disrupt, corrupt, or interrupt me. I won't let love disrupt, corrupt, or interrupt me anymore. I want love to walk right up and bite me, grab a hold of me and fight me, leave me dying on the ground. And I want love to split my mouth wide open and cover up my ears and never let me hear a sound. And I want love to forget that you offended me, or how you have defended me when everybody tore me down. And I want love to change my friends to enemies, change my friends to enemies, and show them how it's all my fault. I don't want love disrupt, corrupt, or interrupt me. I won't let love disrupt, corrupt, or interrupt me. I won't let love disrupt, corrupt, or interrupt me anymore. Corrupt or interrupt me. I won't let love disrupt, corrupt, or interrupt me. I won't let love disrupt, corrupt, or interrupt me anymore. Thank you very much.
This one's a wee bit more serious. It's called Stuck in a Dress. This is based on a true story. I don't know if there's my fellow ladies in the audience, maybe this may have happened to at one point or another. Stuck, I can't get out. That's the thing. Words. I have problems with words. You may have noticed. Stuck in a dress. Excuse me. Have you ever been stuck in a dress? I have once or twice, I must confess. I can think of much worse things in which to be compressed, and a silky dress is by far the best. There was one in particular that broke my wee heart. A tunic-style number adorned with paisley-like art. It wasn't very stretchy. It was a size 16. A risky endeavour, but I was very keen. I fed my arms through, brought it down in my head, and as it slid down my body, I felt a sudden dread. I dared not let it fall further, or it would surely tear a sad situation that I couldn't possibly bear. I tried not to panic or rip it in rage. After all, it was such a pretty cage. How could I be so foolish? For me, expect nothing less. How typical of me to get stuck in a dress. You'll be pleased to know that in time I escaped. With careful wriggling, off it scraped. I shook my head sadly, surveying the scene. What was I thinking? A size 16. There's a lesson to be learned, I guess. In future, I must try my best to not underestimate the size of my chest whilst attempting to don a non-stretchy dress. I find myself at an impasse now. I'm thinking, do I have time for one or two more? Because, was that? I'm thinking maybe one, and I can give you the choice of one. I've got a silly one, and I've got a love one. So I don't know.
Silly love.
See, that was a big love there. I'm tempted, but silly or love?
Both.
Well, I can't decide what that
So
was.
they love.
Yeah, they're not the same thing.
I guess so. Okay. Maybe silly then? That's a pity. I quite like the love one. It's a bit lovely. I thought I knew. That's what this one's called. I thought I knew how to wait. I suppose it's never too late to learn how to wait. I'm sure I used to be able to understand, but standing under is often far easier. And if it's raining outside, certainly more pleasant. Yeah, sorry, this one's a wee bit more freeform. I should have probably explained that. I thought I knew what I wanted, but need and want have somehow become intertwined and amorphous, pulsating wildly in a most alarming fashion, endlessly wrestling, throbbing, clashing, always reforming, and the mess. Unspeakable. Is it a jelly-like substance? I can't be entirely sure, but I'm afraid to sniff it or indeed touch it. I thought I knew all the words to No Limit by Too Unlimited, but as I began to sing along, it became embarrassingly clear that there were gaps in my knowledge, so I stopped singing. Ears rejoiced. I thought I knew what I wanted to do, but I don't. I thought I knew how to end. Well, maybe it wasn't that. Do you think that should be the last one? Because nobody's kind of pulling me off, and this watch is a prop, it doesn't actually work. The battery must have stopped a long time ago, but it looks pretty, doesn't it? I suppose that's the point. I might just sneak in, I'll sneak the love one in. This is a promise. I won't put words in your mouth or ideas in your head, or show you black and white photos of mouldy bread. I won't put shoes in your fridge or swap your vodka for brine. I won't reset your watch to the incorrect time. I won't distract you from doing what you plan to today, or make a giant model of your head in clay. Hello! I won't swat you when pretending to kill a bee, or roll my eyes when you're talking to me. I won't say one thing, then do another, or alienate your friends, or tickle your mother. I won't answer the phone in a high-pitched voice like an excited mouse that's going on moist. I won't forget your birthday, or other important dates, or wake you up early when you've stayed up late. But I will say I love you, and mean it as well. It's a pleasure and a privilege to be under your spell.
Da 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 This music plays in my head as I'm touching you, as you're touching me. Warm covers drown us in a sea of fantasy. As I look at you, as you look at me, all that exists, you're all that exists, all that exists. Da-da-da, da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-dum. This music plays in my head as I'm touching you. Fingertips read goose flesh like braille, learning emotions tale. Hands that tremble, moving low. I will never let you go. When we kiss, we close our eyes, but I open one to see that tremble, moving low. I will never let you go. When we kiss, we close our eyes, but I open one to see you enjoying me. Da 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 dum, da 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 dum, da 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 dum, da da da. This music plays in my head as I'm touching you. Fingertips read those flesh like braille, learning emotions tale. When we kiss, we close our eyes, but I open one to see. When we kiss, we close our eyes, but I open one to see you enjoying me. Thank you.
Thank heaven for little girls. They grow up in the most delightful way. Their little arms so helpless and appealing. One day will flash and make you crash to the ceiling. Thank heaven for little girls. Thank heaven for them all, no matter where, no matter who. Without them, what would little boys do? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Markee, and I've been known to be a little bit of a ladies' girl. I have lots of times people coming up to me and asking me, Markee, how are you so lucky with the women? So what I thought I would do for you today is just give you a little tutorial on how to pick up women. So the first step is you need to find a woman. Right. Okay. Sometimes you have to try a bit hard to find a woman. So I'm going to put in the effort. Oh, there's a table there. Oh, that's lovely. Now, once you've found a woman, the next thing to do is introduce yourself. My name is Markee. What's yours? Kira. Now, once you've gotten their name, you hope it's actually their name, and then you perhaps say a compliment or something like that. Nothing too sleazy. Your hair is lovely. I love the little pink bit there. So once you've done that, the next thing you want to do is use one of your talents to win over the woman. As you know, I'm a singer, so that's something that I'm going to do. So I'll just have... Now, if you're going to pick a song, you want something that's respectful. You don't want to offend them right away. But something that gives a message as well. Go ahead. Yes, I'm Cisco, yes, I'm Ebert, and you're getting moves now. So she's smiling. I got her on board here. So, would you like to see my big tool? Why not? I was expecting a bit more than that. Here it comes. Are you ready for it? Oh, there it is, ladies and gentlemen, my big tool. I'm not going to just stroke a little bit to impress you. Not gonna lie, you just go on to the next one until you're successful. But what would you give my rating?
A 9.
Oh, thank you very much. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, there are your tips from Markee. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of luck, but it doesn't hurt to follow these steps.
Well, I was told by a better man how things can look different when you close one eye. I met on a train. And he told me the story. Well, it's a story about a very small giant who led a normal life. He drove a car, he didn't have a garage, he had a lovely wife. And he told me that he worked for the postal service, but not a postman. They had a child, she was a little girl. I think her name was Jan. Now, you never mentioned much
much about his wife apart from that she had a brother who was a policeman in Fife. Nobody knew he was a very small giant. They all thought he was normal. I think he mentioned the word compliant. Now he lived with the secret for most of his days until fate poked him in the eye and ran away. Everything changed after that day. All the neighbours they kept well away. People he knew would cross the streets. They'd never look him in the eye, they'd rather stay with their feet. There were only two people in the neighbourhood who would smile and ask if his day was good. But being a man of strong character and mind, he demanded some answers, and then he'd find his wife and Jan behind him all of the way. That's when he knew it would be okay. So he walked through the streets waving a golden banner, shouting, "I'm the same man, what's the matter?" He came across his friends, I didn't find out their names, but to make them feel better they started to explain that being a small giant is perfectly okay because they are big midgets. And from this day they will proclaim that giants and midgets are the same. Now they waved banners and marched by his side. They puffed out their chests and were all filled with pride. But that's the way the story was told to me by a man on a train. I never found out his name, but he seemed to know what he was talking about. I was on the beach looking for semi-precious stones I can find in a secret place near where I live. And this cowboy came along and was telling the story through song. Well, I'm trying to explain it to you. So here it goes. Well, one day I was walking along the beach where certain things are just out of reach. I saw a man on a great white steed with a gun, a mirror, a hammer, and a book to read. Well, he looked me straight in the eye, and with a yelp, a yodel, a whoop, and a cry, and in a voice that shook me to my bones, he asked, "Have you seen any semi-precious stones?" Well, I was there for the very same reason, and I couldn't give away my secret just to please him. So I told him, "Sir, no I ain't. I was so scared I thought I might faint." Well, he took a deep breath and bit his lip, and I thought, there's a man who shoots straight from the hip. Should I tell him? Nah, don't be a fool. But what happens if he asks me for a duel? And he growled at me in a horrible way. He said to me, "Are you sure, boy? You better be lying, because under these stones you'll be lying." His arrogance and tone really started to annoy. I'm a man, I'm not a boy. So I thought I'd ask him a couple of questions just to find out what he's all about, where he's from, what his name is, etc, 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 etc. You get this? Yeah, so I thought I'd ask him a couple of questions. I said to him, "Are study colourful things with a subtle energy that can calm emotions and cure allergies. He looked at me like I was slightly flawed and with a grimace. He gave a slight nod. He gave a slight nod. He gave a slight nod. That's what he did. Yeah, so now I've got a rough idea what he was all about. I thought I'd tell him where he needs to go. Really what he needs. So I said to him, see if you jump over that boulder and you go past an old well. And you go under a bridge and you pass a bush with a really strange smell. There in the cave you'll find what you want. Now if he clip-clopped, all nonchalant. So as he clip-clopped off all nonchalantly, I shouted after him in a singy sort of way. I said to him, inside the cave, you'll find some really old stairs. He didn't listen, so I didn't tell him about the bears.
From where we are positioned, we cannot see any human forms. All we can see are candlelight, lights like stars, long dead stars whose light has traveled far. And we look up and we see starlight that exists beyond the star that first emanated that light. And it makes us think that in the cosmic scheme of things, who are you? Specifically you. And who are we? Generally, we. It makes us think of history. It makes us think of looking back over time and learning lessons. For isn't it wonderful, ladies and gentlemen, and those of you not so ascribed, that we look back and we study history and we learn our lessons so that we do not repeat mistakes, so that we do not repeat mistakes, that you do not repeat your mistakes. What cabaret show would be complete without some kind of history lesson? La Belle Époque, the Gilded Age, Art Nouveau was all the rage. Yes, all the rich were having fun, but even the poor got to have some. La Belle Rousse, Les Cages au Folles, La Moulin Rouge, we had it all. These were the best times we'd ever seen, from 1871 to 1914. Yes, these were the best times we'd ever seen. Then we had a war to end all wars. And when it was finally over, we said there'd be no more. And sure enough, when the mud had dried and the poppies had popped up, and we'd all got over a little bout of Spanish flu, well, along came the Roaring Twenties, the Golden Age. Art Deco was all the rage. The age of jazz, the age of swing. Dance the Charleston, new bright young thing. The cat's pajamas, the bee's knees, the dabbers, the flappers, the heebie-jeebies. Who said the words are oyster, will go far. Let me hear you say, huzzah! Huzzah! We cut the rug, we cut a dash, but then we had a great big crash. A bit of a depression, boots on the ground, lots of marching in shirts colored brown. Then we had a war, another war to end all wars. And when it was finally over, we said, this time there'll be no more. And sure enough, when the rubble had been cleared away, the dust settled and a few treaties signed and some borders shifted, that would have absolutely no consequence in years to come. Well, in fact, it was said by one of this country's very own prime ministers that we had never had it so good, we never had it so good, no, never had it so good, we 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 never had it so good. Free healthcare at the point of need, you never had it so good. Our welfare state to clothe and feed, no, we never had it so good. The electric guitar and the rock and roll beat, no, we never had it so good. We never had it so good. Then we had another war, a napalm-scented mother war. But the times they were a-changing, we said fight no more. And so the war turned cold, we built weapons big and bold, mutually assured destruction at the press of a little red button. And so the war turned cold, we built weapons big and bold. We've just done that bit. We cannot do mutually assured destruction twice, can we? Surely not. Say it for the second time. To protect us, we built a wall to end all walls. We thought we draped it with an iron curtain and said it shall never fall. Reunited and across the equator, regime full of hate at last went down, no more apartheid, and now the world was truly free, apart from the bits not seen on TV. And so we had a massive party, yes, so we had a massive party. Everybody jump, 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 jump. And then we had another war, another ethnic cleansing war. When that was done, we said surely no more. But then we had an oily war, a desert war, a holy war of shock and awe. War so good we came back for more, oh surely no more, surely no more.
Break it down.
Then we had another war. Then we had another war. Another war. Another war. Another war.
Another war. Another war. Another war. Another war. Another war. Another war. Another war. Another war. Another war. Another war. Another war. Another war. Another war. Another war. Another war. Another war. Another war. Another war. Another war.
War, your love, the smell of napalm in the morning. A war, your crew on bullets, they have breakfast. Your breakfast round is a military option, easy to organize with influence and a little corruption. You love shock and awe. Peace is bad for business. Bring on war.
Warhol. 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 Warhol.
That building's boring unless it's
Burning. Warhol.
you love your technological toys.
Death and killing, hurting and maiming, collateral damage can be fun. Can be fun. Superpowers rest, pretty flowers on the graves of all the people now gone. Well done. Death and killing, hurting and maiming, collateral damage can be fun. Can be fun. Superpowers rest, pretty flowers on the graves of all the people now gone. Well done. Warhol. Well done.
So, ladies and gentlemen, war is a wonderful thing. I'll just leave that hanging there for a moment. It's so good for the economy. It allows us to do our bit for humanity. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a new song for you, so it's not completely down yet, but I'm sure you'll get the idea.
But the paperwork cannot be traced to us.
All the paperwork can be traced to him.
That's because I photocopied.
Let's get him on a quiet night with a bottle of vodka, and all will be revealed.
Jacob is just finely tuning his instrument of war. So good it hurts. A niche joke.
Guided Mongol warhead, expensive, explosive, guaranteed all death. No civilian casualties, no troops on the ground. What you sow and what you grow will eventually come around. Did you see it on the news? Are you sure it's not a ruse? Are you being used? You've got rights that you've abused. Did you solve fact from fiction? Did you subtract from fiction? Did you see the truth from lies? Did you ever stop to wonder why? If this terror rises up, we'll bring this terror down. Watch the swarms of politicians with shares in ammunition stand up like identical minions as they try to make their billion. Look the other way, laws unsound, no responsibility when it comes back around. Watch them scramble in their playground, no compassion, hawks around. So when this terror rises up, we'll bring this terror down. Yes, we're bombing for peace, bombing for peace, bombing for peace. And we're bombing for peace, bombing for peace, bombing for peace.
there's a throng of people running from another nation's bomb till this better life belongs. Put on your jacket, we can sing a national song. Do up your tie, leave a world to belong. When this terror rises up, we'll rain this terror down. 'Cause we're bombing for peace, bombing for peace, bombing for peace. Yes, we're bombing for peace, bombing for peace, bombing for peace. We'll rain this terror down.